Welcome back, everyone. Today's video will be over lashes and how to apply your false eyelashes. First, you'll need some lashes. These are the natural lashes by e.l.f., which retail for $2. Next, you need some mascara. This is by Wet n Wild, or any mascara pretty much is good. Just make sure you have mascara. And yes, the first step of applying lashes is to apply some mascara first on your natural lashes. Now, the reason that you are applying mascara first is because you'll want something to hold your lashes, your false lashes on. So if I can use the analogy of like a hanger, like a coat hanger, your coat hanger keeps your coat from hitting the floor. It kind of latches on that hook. So it's kind of the same analogy, I guess. If your lashes are upright, it keeps your false lashes from falling through or going in your eye or slipping and sliding and going everywhere. It kind of helps sit onto your natural lashes, and ultimately it helps them blend as well. So make sure you apply a good amount, kind of as you see me applying. You do want to brush upward, but kind of like a technique I found that helps is applying mascara kind of like you're brushing your teeth, like going sideways then go upward. It just helps them not to be so stringy looking, kind of, sort of. So yes, make sure you apply them to your bottom, and I usually apply them to my bottom lashes too, just because I'm already applying mascara. But yeah, definitely make sure you have mascara good and on your real lashes. And this is how it looks after. Yep, natural lashes on fleek. Ooh. And here's a close-up. Sorry for the blurriness. Couldn't get it to focus. But these are the natural lashes by e.l.f. Cosmetics. You can find them in any Walmart, anywhere pretty much. So basically, once you take your lashes out of the packet, you want to bend them back like so. You'll use a spoolie. And I found that a trick to making them more curled is to kind of apply the technique of brushing your teeth. So you kind of want to brush it upward, like side to side, but upward, kind of like you were doing your natural lashes. So I try to take the time to brush each. I saw this hack on Facebook. It was like a false eyelash hack, and it's kind of like kind of helps them. I don't know, I like the look of mink eyelashes, and if you brush it the right way, doing this technique will help them kind of look like mink lashes, so to speak. So yeah, that's the reason I do that. Now, once you're done brushing your lashes, you want to take some tweezers and kind of peel the lash off. Start at the very end of the lash and take it off. Now, once you've peeled it off, you probably can't see because it's so fine, but all lashes have like this little plastic sticky residue on it that helps it stick to the packaging. What you want to do is take tweezers like this and just try your best to peel it off. The reason you want to peel off the gummy stuff is because it just makes it so much more messy when you leave it on there and then you apply the lash glue. These are also lash tweezers. They're not your typical tweezers. This end right here is to help pat them down, and the other side is to apply them. So we're going to grab our lashes, and these tweezers are so much better to help you apply your lashes. So I definitely recommend getting tweezers like these. Next, we're going to apply our glue. And this is Lash Grip. This isn't my favorite glue to use, but it's all I could find at the moment. But it'll still work. It just comes out really fast. So be careful with this. Get a little bit out and go along the lash line with the little glue. I personally try to make sure extra glue is at both ends so they don't come off, because my eyes run water. Then you want to blow on it. Blow the glue to try and dry it. The purpose of drying it first is so it can get a little dry and sticky. When it will, of course, won't be all the way dry, but it'll get sticky enough to stick to your actual lashes. And when applying it, you want to go in a downward position and try to get as close to your lash line as possible. This is the hard part. So be prepared to struggle, but at least get as close like this to your lash line in the middle, and then work slowly on the ends. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. Granted, after I'm done with my lashes, they do look pretty perfect, but putting them on is a struggle. And the reason it's a struggle is because I tend to be impatient when it comes to drying. So it's not as tacky just yet. I typically count to like 9. I would advise you count to 20 when letting it dry and blowing on it, because you do really want to get it tacky so that it sticks better to your lashes, and so you won't run into this problem. So if you do run into this problem, basically you want to make sure the middle is as close to your lash line, and then work the ends down closer and closer to your lash line, and make sure they're actually sticking to that lash line like so. And this would be a good point to use the other end of your tweezers, which I'll show in a minute. But yeah, definitely make sure you're pulling them down as close to your natural lash line as possible. The worst thing you want is to have them on top of your actual lashes and you can see the divide. So definitely make sure to pull them down as far as possible. As far, especially on the insides. And this, yes, so this is where you use the other end. And I usually just push it down just to make sure that the glue is on the lash line. Yes, so especially on the ends, on the end closest to your tear duct and the end on the outer eye, just to make sure it's down. Then if you have a fan, make sure you have that on, just anything that will help it continue to dry, and push them down. If it's better to use your hand to make sure it's sticking like I'm doing, go ahead. I do have some glue on my eyelid. Most of the time I have eyeshadow on, so it's kind of like I'll put mascara on over it so you don't have to worry. But in this case, we're doing more of a natural look. So what you can do if you're doing a natural look is to peel off that glue, just like I just did. Sorry, you couldn't really see it. But yeah, definitely make sure you get some tweezers and try to peel off that glue. But be careful to not take too much off your lash line, because you don't want that to fall off. So if you can, try to get it off with tweezers. If you can't, just mask it by putting, eyeliner over it. And there you have a perfect eyelash. And I like e.l.f.'s eyelashes because they do tend to look a little more natural. They're not as like dramatic, not too bulky or whatever. So I definitely recommend e.l.f. eyelashes. Also, I try to put mascara at the bottom just to help my lashes, my natural lashes, blend better with my false lashes, and also to make sure that my false lashes are sticking up straight too. So definitely make sure once you're done applying them, once you let them dry, apply your bottom lashes. Use the mascara to blend your natural lash and your false lash. And there you have it. You can see the difference. And the fun part is you get to do the whole thing over again. So go ahead and do the same steps. You've taken this lash off. Don't forget to remove the plastic little sticky stuff at the top, which I've done on this one. Once you've gotten it off, of course, apply your glue. Now, if you're like me, my eyes run water really bad, especially close to my tear duct. So with lashes, you can either cut off part of the lash to make it a little shorter. I personally didn't, but you can. which is probably what I need to do because my eyes run water so bad. But because my eyes run water on the inner tear duct, I try to apply more glue on that side and on the ends so that it'll grip better. So if you want to do that, definitely make sure to apply more on the ends, or if you find that it doesn't stay in the middle, make sure to apply more glue in the middle. But definitely let your lash glue dry a little bit before. Don't be like me, don't be impatient. It takes time. I would definitely count to 20 or 30 while fanning and blowing your lashes. Like, definitely give it time to dry so it's not like swishing around. Also, make sure when you're applying your lashes that you don't have glue on your tweezers, because what I come across also is that some of the glue is stuck on the tweezers and it's pulling the lashes back off once I apply it. So definitely make sure that you clean off the tweezers when you try to put them on. So of course, again, I put the lashes on in the middle, then I'm working the ends down, trying to get as close to my natural my lash line as possible. And again, if you get glue on your eyelid, it's okay. We can peel it off, or you can put concealer on over it. So don't really worry about it. Just definitely try to get as close to your lash line as possible. And if I didn't explain, which it may be obvious, but your lash line is just that crease where your lashes come out of. You know, you don't want your lashes to be sitting on your eyelids and you can see where your lashes start. You definitely want to get your false lashes on your natural lash line and work it down there as much as possible. In this case, with these, honestly, I should have cut the ends. And when you cut the ends, you cut maybe like the first 2 little strands of hair, like where I'm pulling. You can cut that part off that's sticking to my tweezer. That way you can move it down and it's not as close to your tear duct, which is probably what I should have done, because again, my inner tear duct, the eye where my tear duct is, it runs a lot of water. I think I'm allergic to lash glue, to be honest, because when I apply it, it's like the chemicals or whatever in it is so strong that my eyes water. So you can definitely cut your lash a little bit off of your lashes to fit the shape of your eye. You might find that works a little better for you, but if you choose not to, like I did, definitely make sure you apply enough glue and make sure that it's actually sticking. So definitely press that down. I find a cheat code is to have a fan in front of you that helps it dry. And press it down because it dries quicker if you have a fan as opposed to if you're just blowing it. And again, do cleanup. The cleanup portion, now usually when I apply my lashes, I save it for last, like after I've done my eyeshadow look and all that. And then once I apply my lashes, I put on my eyeliner. But if you're like me and you're doing a natural look, like in this case, I didn't peel that part off. I just put concealer over it because I just did not have time for it. And I just blended it over so you can't see. But yeah. So whenever you're done with your lashes, again, put mascara on. And this is my final look. My final look, and I'm ready to give a natural slay. Again, you can add eyeliner. You can add whatever else. And this is another option. That's more of a dramatic lash. Kiss Products has better lashes too. You can find them at any hair store. Elf lashes you can find at any Walgreens. But yeah, definitely invest in those lashes. And here is my final look, my natural look with lashes. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Definitely hit the subscribe button, eyebrows on fleek, and love you guys forever. Bye guys.